Have you ever reached into your cooler for leftovers, trusting they were fine to eat? Many of us see that cold box as a safety zone, but some everyday foods quietly become risky the longer they sit, especially for adults over 55 whose bodies handle toxins differently as the years add up. After decades working with older patients, I've learned this. The most dangerous things in your cooler are often the ones you can't see, smell, or taste. Today, we're uncovering 5 common items you should never leave sitting around too long because they turn hazardous as days pass. Stay with me until the end. The last one surprises almost everyone, and each item has simple fixes that can protect your well-being. Let's start with the first, cured meats and smoked products. Think about those comforting favorites, crispy pork strips, festive smoked roasts, or plump breakfast links. They're full of flavor and memories. Many people store them for long periods, thinking the salt, smoke, and preservatives keep them safe. But once opened and sitting in the cooler, the additives used to cure them, especially nitrogen compounds, begin forming harmful chemical mixtures as time goes on. You can't smell or taste these changes. The meat may look perfect and smell delicious, but still contain compounds strongly linked to cancers of the stomach, colon, and throat. For seniors, the danger is even higher because aging bodies repair cell damage more slowly and the immune system weakens. A friend of mine, Robert, age 72, learned this the hard way. He kept a family-sized package of smoked links for weeks at a time, using a little here and there. His doctor eventually warned him that prolonged storage greatly boosts harmful chemical buildup. Robert was shocked. He switched to buying smaller packs or freezing extra portions immediately. That simple change allowed him to enjoy his favorite foods with peace of mind. Here's how you can stay safe. Buy smaller packs so they spend less time opened in the cooler. If you buy in bulk, divide and freeze immediately. Once opened, use within 3 to 5 days. Ignore the printed date. It applies to unopened packages. For longer storage, wrap tightly and freeze. Thaw in the cooler, never on the counter. Remember, reheating doesn't remove chemical risks. Proper storage does. If these tips surprised you, write wellness in the notes. Now, let's move to the second. Cooked grains like rice. Grains seem harmless, simple, comforting, and affordable, but stored cooked grains can become dangerously unsafe if not handled correctly. The main culprit is Bacillus cereus, a bacterium common in raw grains. Cooking kills active bacteria but not their hardy spores. If cooked grains cool slowly or are stored too long, those spores activate and produce toxins that cause intense food poisoning. These toxins don't taste, smell, or look like anything, and mold can also grow in moist containers, producing compounds linked to liver damage and cancer. For older adults, a simple stomach bug can escalate quickly into dehydration or hospitalization because digestive and immune systems weaken with age. Linda, 68, used to cook a huge pot of grains every Sunday and eat it throughout the week. After a severe stomach illness landed her in care, her doctor traced the cause back to improperly stored rice. She now cools grains quickly, stores them in small portions, and freezes anything not used within 2 days. Here's how to keep grains safe. Cool quickly. Spread on a flat tray for fast chilling. Refrigerate within 2 hours of cooking. Use within 1 to 2 days or freeze immediately. Reheat thoroughly to at least 165 degrees. Never reheat multiple times, only warm the portion you'll eat. If you didn't know grains carry these risks, write amazed. Now the third, soft cheeses. Soft cheeses like Camembert, Brie, and similar creamy varieties are delicious, but they're also among the riskiest foods for seniors to store too long. The high moisture content makes them a perfect home for Listeria, a bacterium that thrives even in cold temperatures. For older adults, Listeria can cause severe symptoms such as fever, muscle aches, and even life-threatening complications. Soft cheeses also mold easily, and unlike hard cheeses, where mold can be cut off safely, mold on soft cheese penetrates deeply and produces harmful toxins long before you see the fuzzy spots. Henry, 74, loved fancy cheeses. and often kept a wedge for 3 weeks. After a painful food-borne infection, his doctor revealed the likely source: old soft cheese. Now he buys smaller portions and enjoys them safely. Here's how to protect yourself. Buy small amounts, only what you'll eat in 7-10 days. Wrap properly using breathable paper, then seal in a container. Store on the coldest shelf, never the door. Keep separate from strong-smelling foods to avoid faster spoilage. If you see mold that isn't naturally part of the cheese, throw it out completely. If you prefer lower-risk options, choose firmer cheeses like cheddar or Parmesan. If this helps, write Dairy Smart. Next, the fourth, sliced lunch meats with nitrites. Lunch meats like ham, turkey, beef, and salami are convenient, but they carry risks similar to cured meats. The nitrites used to preserve them can convert into harmful chemicals the longer the package sits open. These compounds have been linked to increased risks of gastrointestinal cancers. On top of that, lunch meats often contain very high sodium, which raises concerns for seniors dealing with blood pressure, heart issues, or kidney strain. Margaret, 78, used to keep lunch meat for 4 weeks after opening, throwing it away only when it smelled off. She was stunned to learn that experts recommend using lunch meats within 3 to 5 days of opening regardless of smell. To stay safe, buy from the deli counter when possible. Fresher, fewer preservatives. Store in the coldest part of the cooler. Use within 3-5 days, always. Freeze extra portions immediately. Look for nitrite-free options or cook and slice your own meats at home. If this helped, write fourth. Finally, the fifth, pickled or jarred vegetables with artificial colors. Jarred vegetables feel timeless. Crispy pickles, colorful eggs, bright mix-ins. Many think pickling makes them safe forever. But artificial colorings such as yellow 5, red 40, or blue 1 can break down in acidic brine over time, forming compounds linked to cell damage. Even more concerning, preservatives like sodium benzoate can react with vitamin C naturally present in some vegetables to form benzene, a known carcinogen. This process accelerates when jars sit opened for months. Pickling stops bacterial growth, but not chemical changes. Those reactions are invisible. The food looks and tastes fine, while unsafe changes happen underneath. As we wrap up, remember, these 5 everyday items can significantly affect your long-term health, especially as you age. Awareness is powerful, but action is what protects you. So here's my question for you. What's one small promise you're making to yourself after hearing this? Maybe, I'll label my lunch meats, or I'll freeze grains after 2 days. Share your promise in the notes. Your words may inspire someone else. If this talk helped you, please tap like. To continue learning simple habits that support a long, strong life, join us and turn on alerts. And think of someone who needs this today. Send it their way. You might protect their health more than you know. Thank you for sharing this time with me. Stay sharp, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next talk.